Hey everyone, welcome back to this beautiful channel. It's your favorite webcomic creator and animator, the Chainsaw Maniac, back with some more coffee and chainsaws. You know, the segment where I just chat about what's happened over the past few weeks, months, or just, you know, what's going on with me in general, as well as various other topics as well, whether it's insights into my webcomics or my animation career or any other things that I've worked on to help you guys with your motivation and inspiration. So if you guys enjoy the content that I do and you would like to see more, head on under that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to be notified of anything else I do. You want to support me, there's a Ko-fi, there's a Patreon, you know where to go. Links are all in the description down below. So it's been a while since I did one of these coffee and chainsaw videos, you know, and it's because I've been working on my short film, which recently I've just completed as of like 4 days ago, and that will be out on the 15th of July. It will be premiering on Howard Wims's channel. Shout out to Howard Wims's amazing channel for those of you who want to learn more about specifically 2D animation, as well as, and he has a variety of videos critiquing and reviewing animations as well as breaking them down, and it's a really cool channel to help you hone your skill as well and learn more about animation. But heading back to my short film that I've created for the Animator Guild contest, yeah, a lot went on with that short film, and I will actually be making a follow-up video to this specific topic, because there are things that I learned that I should have maybe done better. There's things that I think that I could have worked on a bit more. There's so much things that I did wrong that I feel like I could actually express that in its own little video where I discuss the things that you guys need to watch out for when working on an animated solo film, and how to avoid certain things, or basically things that are really unnecessary and will basically just waste your time. I think it will help you guys be more efficient with the projects coming up. And if you guys have not started on a short film yet and you would like to, I suggest doing it as of right now. The Animator Guild contest will be held, I think, again next year. There will be another one, so I suggest working on it as of right now, this minute. Don't wait, you know, work on what you want to work on. If you have an idea on mind, workshop it, get it together. And, you know, once the contest starts, you have your ideas, you know, do multiple ideas. I don't know if there's going to be a theme that you're going to have to adhere to. So do multiple different thematic ideas for your short films. Keep it short, keep it simple. That's one of the problems I had with this upcoming short film. Like I went too excessive as normally as I do. I go balls to the walls. As soon as I'm standing at that starting line and they say go, I go balls to the walls and I clean up everything later, which is kind of messy, but it works for me most of the time. But I think for the next short film project, I have 2 other projects that I will be working on, as well as my webcomic. So I'm hopping back onto the Merchant of Ignitus. For those of you who haven't checked out that webcomic yet, you can go check it out if you want. The art is still, you know, that's why I'm revamping the first season. For those of you who don't know, I'm revamping the first season of the Merchant of Ignitus, but I'm also putting a little twist on it. I'm making it into its own little physical manga copy. So I am kind of turning it into something new, but still keeping the old, if you will. I think this is the one and only time I will revamp it. There will be no other revamps, and I'm kind of happy with where my art is at the moment. And I think even in the future, I think it's fine where it is right now for the first season of the Merchant of Ignitus. So I'm going to get that revamp out. And at the same time, I still will be working on season 2 of the Merchant of Ignitus, which will be released at the end of this year, possibly, depending on how much I can get done for the second season. I first want to actually plan out the second season, well, plan out as I do, and, you know, get it out there, work on it, and get it at least 20 episodes done before I release it. So that way I don't really have to worry about rushing episodes, and I can just basically, you know, take my time with it, and I can work by my pace. So that's the thing moving forward. As always, I always have my animation work that I have to do, so that is going to help with that. It's not going to be so much pressure. There's not going to be multiple deadlines stacked on top of multiple deadlines. You know, I'm going to have my own little, you know, pace that I work at with that. I am planning also on creating my own Discord. I'm not quite sure if I will really, but I feel like it will be cool to have my own Discord, just my own little hub where, you know, we can all just chill and get motivated and hyped up together. Sometimes I feel like streaming, but I don't feel like actually streaming. So I think like just chilling out every now and then on the Discord will be pretty fun, just to hang out with you guys or whatever, you know, do our work on whatever we're going to work on, just chat a little bit, you know, learn more about each other and our methods of how we do animation or even webcomics as well. well. So that's gonna be something I'm working on in the future. But yeah, just hopping back onto the webcomic that I will be working on, which is The Merchant of Ignatius. So yeah, I'm revamping that. I'm doing a physical copy of that. I'm not sure where or how I will publish it. But that I'll figure out in due time, because I feel like that'll be pretty cool. Because I've recently been inspired by this artist called T Zombie, who basically made their own physical copy of like a manga series, which was originally on webtoon as well. And they are South African creators. I'm very inspired by how they created this, and if they can do it, then obviously I can. My friend, I hate to say that, but my friend Yuning actually mentioned that it might actually be possible to print it myself. It might be more cost efficient and probably possible with the newer printers of today. So I think I have a decent enough printer that can do multiple things. So I wonder if I should just actually print it myself, you know, just find the right copy paper and experiment with it a bit, and maybe I can actually just copy it myself. I'm not sure how the cover is done though. I wonder if it just looks like, because I'm looking at the book right now, I have it in my hand. I'm looking at the quality of it and I'm looking at the cover. I would love to go for a much harder cover, but I think I might go for a more traditional floppy manga cover like this one is. You know what I mean by floppy? Like, it's not like extremely hard, but it has like a matted laminated feel to it. So that'll be interesting to figure out. And if I can do that, and I'll have my own physical copies and I can print my own physical copies, I might be able to actually sell them to you guys if you would like that. Maybe one day I'll have my own booth up at Comic-Con or somewhere, and you know, just promote my stuff and put it out there. So that will be something that I will also look into, because I feel like that will be fun. I mean, why not try it once, you know? Why not? You know, it seems like something fun, something interesting. And I've always been inspired. For those of you who don't know, my wife has her own like a little booth that she sets up, you know, every now and then. She makes like basically clothing, so she does like her own like booth and stuff, and you know, that's also quite inspiring to see her work and you know, actually doing what she loves as well. So I thought, why not try my own little thing and do that, you know? Thought about actually backing it with the animations and short films that I do. So the same way anime follows the manga and the anime kind of promotes the manga, I feel like I want to do that with my short films as well for my comics. So that way it kind of just bounces off each other, and obviously I get more eyes on my work, more views and stuff like that, because it's not necessarily about the views. I just like people to see my work, and I've seen what my work does to people. Even these videos, you know, people enjoy them, it inspires them. So that's why I do it, because I know there's a lot of creators out there who know they just need that little push, and if I can do it and I can show them that I can do it, you know, given the circumstances, you know, I live in South Africa, all types of weird shit, all types of crazy stuff happen here, but if I can do it with the limited resources I have, then obviously there's no doubt that you can do it. There's no fucking doubt, because if I can do it, then anyone can do it. There's no way you can't do it. So that will nullify any excuses you have for yourself. If you're like, oh, I can't do this, oh, I can't do that, if I do it, you can do it. Okay, I'm not even that talented. I have no talent whatsoever. I've just been working on my craft, you know, skillfully working on my skills, and that's, you know, I've gotten where I am, professional animator, and I have my own little YouTube channel. We're just slowly growing, you know. I love you guys for all the support. So yeah, it's because a lot of people, you know, whether it's YouTube, whether it's webcomics, whether it's animation, a lot of them, sometimes they have their doubts. Sometimes they have that thought in the back of their mind, like, I can't do this, or something came up or whatever, and then they forego whatever they were working on, and you know, that just never gets done. Now, I've always been taught, and maybe it's just the way I've grown up, because I've always been taught, my dad always taught me, if you start something, you go and finish it, okay? Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter how you finish it, you just make sure that you finish it, okay? It doesn't matter if it ends badly, doesn't matter if it ends good, you make sure you finish that thing, okay? Make sure it's done with, because that sense of accomplishment will definitely kind of push you and propel you forward into whatever direction you want to go to. Just because you have finished something can actually be a very motivational and inspiring thing for yourself, by yourself. So I definitely suggest, you know, pick up your small victories wherever you can, do whatever you can, you know, to keep yourself moving. Don't be afraid to reach out and grab shit, you know what I'm saying? If your dream is out there, reach out and grab it, man. Why the hell are you just watching it float on by? You know, you have your chance, go do it, go do that shit. Grab the bull by the horns and toss that motherfucker all the way through the stadium, okay? Go all out, okay? Well, I mean, what's the worst that can really happen? You know, shoot your shot, you know, do the best you can. as long as you're not harming anyone or it's nothing crazy. Okay, just go ahead and do it. Try your best. Always try your best, always work hard. And that's the one thing I love. You know, when someone tells me, yeah, you can't do that, it makes me want to do it more. You know, people told me you'll never be an animator. Yeah, I've had people say that to me. People have told me your work sucks. People have told me, mostly these are people that were mentoring me and actually teaching me. And I felt like I needed that push, you know. It's something that I kind of feed off on. But I like the tough love. I love getting the tough love. You know, someone tells me I suck. Yeah, you need to work on this. You need to, like, I like the tough love because it's straight to the point. I know it gets directly to what I need to work on. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about just throwing insults. I'm talking about actually criticizing my work. And I love that. It really helps me like better my work, and it sticks with me at the back of my mind. I'm that type of person. Like if there's something off, like I don't know, I feel like I'm a bit OCD with that type of stuff. It's like if there's a cupboard door open, like I have to close it. Like you know, it's that type of thing in the back of my mind that's just there. You know, and it's not that I do it immediately. It doesn't bother me enough to get an immediate reaction from myself, but it's there, and I remember it, and I keep it there. It's like when Webtoon promises call to action animation, and it doesn't happen. It's there, waiting for the day they release that animation. I'm waiting. I don't forget. It's there. Those little things that really annoy me, it's like they're at the back of my mind, just there. Like I will say this now, coming back to my comic, it's improved. Like my drawing skills have improved so much. Like it's almost like night and day from what I produced. But at the same time, that Chainsaw Maniac like style is still there, which is very interesting. Because that means that my stylistic approach to my art, or my comic style at least, it's coming into fruition. It's kind of bolding, it's becoming its own little thing, and that's pretty cool. And at the same time, you can see things are improving. So man, it's gonna be pretty cool. And I'm trying some new things out with the new revamping of season 1 for The Merchant of Ignatius, and season 2 as well. So that's gonna be pretty fun to do. You know, I'm really looking forward to working on that comic again. And I think I have 3 other animation projects planned, but I think I'm only gonna focus on 2 at the moment. The next animation project will be, I'm doing a intro for The Merchant of Ignatius, so kind of like an anime intro. So I thought it would be kind of cool to do one for The Merchant of Ignatius for the season 1. You know how the anime intros kind of encapsulates like the entire season and what exactly is gonna happen in there. I thought that will be a cool animation because it will sum up like season 1, and like I'll have my own type of artistic freedom with that, and how I would like to depict certain emotions and stuff like that. It's gonna have some abstractual features to it, which I really enjoy doing. So it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm gonna have to express like what exactly is happening in the like story through that animation, and using a specific song to convey what's actually happening on the screen, you know, kind of like a music video. So that's gonna be really cool to produce. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really interested in producing something cool like that. Yeah, and then the next short film I want to create, which is gonna be for the following year's Animator Guild contest. I'm not sure if I'm gonna win this one. I hope I am. You know, because for those who don't know, I basically had only 4 months to create this thing because of the outages in South Africa, life basically, and then, yeah, that's basically the 2 only things that really got in the way. Now, life happens, you know, I can work around that. That's not a problem, but the outages really fucked me. God damn, it fucked me over. But then, like, I think early March is only when I got my UPS. So that when the power goes out, I still have power. And that's actually time I gained some time back, but it wasn't enough, like, to deal with what I had to deal with. I had to cut a whole bunch of scenes out. I had to, you know, do a whole lot of extra comping stuff, and, you know, it got done, but I'm not really that happy with the results. I could have done so much better, but unfortunately I couldn't. But I think with what I have, I'm proud of what I did with that time and what I've created, as always. You know, a lot of artists are never proud of what they do. They're always self-deprecating on themselves. But as an artist, you need to be well versed with yourself, what's your strengths, what's your weaknesses, where you're at in terms of skill level, you know, and you can be proud of yourself in that moment, in the sense of how far you have come and what you have produced. You have to at least take some pride in that. You have to. Some people say like pride is a bad thing, and some people say you have to be proud, and I think it's somewhere in the middle. Like it's definitely somewhere in the middle. You have to have some pride, but you don't have to be over prideful about it, because you need to know where you stand. You need to be kind of humble you need to be kind of humbled with where you at and how far you still need to go, but at the same time be proud of the achievements that you've made and how far you've gotten. You have to meet somewhere in the middle there. Always balance that out, you know, because I feel like if you lean far to one side, it's horrible. If you lean far to the other side, it's also horrible. So yeah, you stay in the middle, stay on that middle path. You keep working hard, you keep doing what you need to do, never give up. Okay, don't ever doubt yourself. If you think you can't do something, understand why you can't do it and why are you saying that about yourself, and just push through it, you know, figure out a way to get around it. If you really can't do it, if you let's say you want to pick up a cup and you have no arms, it's understandable. You have no arms, that is not within your reach, no pun intended, really. But that's not within your reach, you know. There's certain things in life that happen that you can't control. But don't make everything an uncontrolling situation, because there are specific times and various times when you can control the outcomes of various things, and you can do it, and you just don't want to. Don't be a Ewing. Don't be yeah, that's that's the end of this one. Don't be a Ewing. Oh my god, I can't believe I associated with that psycho. But yeah, shout out to my friend Ewing. Shout out to my friend Ewing. Hopefully, I wish her all the best, even though I hate her guts. Well, I wouldn't say hate. It's just I don't. It's just meh, you know. It's just meh with her. What a way to end this, right? What a way to end this. Hopefully that kind of helped you guys with whatever you were working on, and hopefully, you know, you guys had some cool little background noise to listen to. And don't forget that I'm back, baby. I'm back. Back on the attack, Chainsaw Maniac, ready, get strapped. Rat-a-tat-tat. And I'm just messing around. This is a second reminder to hit that like button. If you want more raps like that, more sweet ass raps, you hit that like button, you subscribe, and you ring that notification bell to be notified of anything else I do on this channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, everyone.